We continue the Rose NAMAJUNAS versus TRACY CORTEZ card, but before we do, I have a very quick disclaimer. Some people don't know how to listen. This type of video is me looking at the stats. We are strictly basing it on stats. We're not trying to base it off their last fights. There has been a few times where I've looked at fighters and gone, oh, I remember their last fight, this happened. But I do not include it into the deep dive because I believe that can manipulate your thoughts and opinions. I believe that biasy can manipulate my thoughts and opinions. I'm going in there with trying to know nothing, and if I do know something, I try and forget it because I feel like doing it my way is so much better than sitting there being like, you're as good as your last fight. You technically are in here because these are the stats and they're based off your last fight. But it allows me to look at it and give it a different point of view than if I looked at their last fight and went, I go based off the stats because it's like, okay, who looked better in their last fight based on the stats? Who could do this based on the stats? It's not, he done this in his last fight, so he can very clearly do this in this fight. That's his weakness. This isn't his weakness. It gives it a little different vibe to it, in my opinion. It's stupid I had to make that disclaimer for the video, but I thought I made it very clear in each video. But before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow, and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. Let's go. That's a minute run, and that's crazy. I'm sorry. Anyways, we have Ange Loosa versus Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim is 15-1, found out of Brazil, stands at 6 foot 1 inches tall, weighed at 170 pounds in his last weigh-in, has a reach of 72.5 inches, and has a leg reach of 40.5 inches. While Ange Loosa, on the other hand, is 10-3, found out of Congo, stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighed in also at 170 pounds in his last weigh-in, has a reach of 74 inches, and a leg reach of 40 inches. Bonfim has got the height, Ange Loosa has got a 1.5 inch reach. Gabriel Bonfim has a 0.5 leg reach. Now, the only advantage that I'm seeing here is the record and the height for Gabriel. So there's not much to go off here. So let's move on to win buys. 80% of Gabriel Bonfim's wins are coming by submission, 20% by KO and TKO, with an average fight time sitting at 4 minutes. Ange Loosa, 50% KO TKO, 10% submission, 40% decision, with an average fight time sitting at 13 minutes. This stat already tells the story of what's going to go down. Gabriel Bonfim is going to want to get it taken down. Ange Loosa definitely wants to keep it on the feet. I mean, Ange Loosa has some submission wins, but it's not as much as Gabriel Bonfim. So Bonfim is more, I guess you could say, has more knowledge in grappling than Ange Loosa. So Loosa definitely needs to keep this on the feet, keep him at a range, somewhat of a range. Don't let him get in close. He's the taller opponent, so you're going to have to work the legs, work the body, and then eventually work the head. But start working the legs first, so that and make sure you scuff all takedowns. Make sure you do not get taken down. If you can't get back up after he takes you down, then he's definitely going to submit you. Yeah, I felt like this would be a bit obvious that Ange Loosa would have the better significant strikes. But let's go through it. He has an average punch landed per minute of 6, 46% significant strikes, and he absorbed on average 7 punches, with a defense of 52%. Gabriel Bonfim, on the other hand, is 59%, an average of 5 punches absorbed per minute. 40% that he landed were significant strikes, with an average of 5 punches. Ange Loosa does better on the feet. He doesn't have the better defense, but I feel like he's okay with getting hit. I feel like he's okay with getting hit because I feel like he can eventually, he knows he can land that one shot or that combination that can drop him, put him down, put him away. Gabriel Bonfim, he ain't bad on the feet. He definitely is quite well on the feet, but I believe if this goes down, it's over for Ange Loosa, which is why we need to look at this one, the grappling. The takedown defense for Ange Loosa is 90%, 42% takedown accuracy, an average of 2 takedowns. Gabriel Bonfim, an average of 5 takedowns, 71% accuracy, 100% takedown defense, and an average of 4 submissions. Ange Loosa, good takedown defense. I don't know how many times his opponent tried to take him down. He has a fairly good takedown accuracy himself, but it's not as good as Bonfim. His takedown defense and accuracy is not as good as Bonfim's. I still believe that if Bonfim gets it taken down and Ange Loosa cannot get up, he will probably get submitted. And Bonfim is definitely going to try and take him down. I feel like if Ange Loosa lands that one shot that hurts Bonfim, Bonfim is instantly going to be like, okay, let's go down. But that's just my thoughts and my opinions. What do you guys think? Who do you think wins? How do you think to win? Apart from that, I'll catch you in a bit. Take care and peace.